Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker. Deputy President, are you fine? Are you good?
Very
Oh,
well,
all right,
my dear.
Deputy President, the deployment of the army at the Cape Flats is an exercise in futility because it is not a crime intelligence-led operation. Soldiers now are loitering the streets. We now know that SAPS and crime intelligence component of SAPS has been infiltrated by criminal elements. This is revealed by the Madlanga Commission. Do you then, Deputy President, acknowledge this, and what are the immediate actions will you take to ensure that SAPS is freed from control of criminals in uniform, and who are aiding and abating gang in the execution of crimes in the country? Secondly, Deputy President, why are you, as leadership of the country, are quiet about this vigilante group that are waking up in the morning every day and beating Africans? Uzofika uthini kula manye ama-African countries, Deputy President, because we are very quiet as a country, we are very quiet as an executive, police are not doing anything, police are not arresting those people. What is your immediate task to ensure that Africans are
Honourable Member, your
not
time
beaten
has
up by these
expired.
vigilantes in this country? Thank you.
The Honourable Deputy President.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Speaker. Firstly, on the first issue, where you're saying that deployment Operation Prosper is exercise in futility, I think I've already indicated that we're going to look into that by making sure that we go to the area and see what the police are doing there in order to strengthen our intervention. The issue of the vigilante group, I addressed a meeting of NEPAD this morning before I came here, and I did condemn that. But of course, even before I condemned that, I did say that the security forces have been asked to deal with criminality. Of course, there should be law enforcement to deal with people who come into our country illegally, but we're not going to allow mob violence against anybody. Our law enforcement agency must use the law to deal with people who come into the country, and it must not be just a focus on Africans. Anybody who's coming in our country illegally, the security forces must enforce the law. But we must ensure, and we must talk to our people as well, let them not take the law into their own hands. They must leave this thing to government, and there must be no mob violence against anybody. I did say this morning, and we are going to make sure that we strengthen that approach so that we can deal with criminality, but not come across as if South Africa is against other Africans. We will deal with this matter, because you are quite right that we're beginning to be read wrongly, where other leaders in Africa are saying, you see, our people are being killed, you do nothing. So we've asked Minister Kachalia to go on the ground, make sure that this thing is addressed. And of course, work with other ministers, not only him. Yes, he will work with other ministers, but we ourselves in our communities, let's talk to our people and ensure that government will continue to prioritize South Africans, whether in jobs and other services, but we will deal with issues of criminals very decisively, because we are a country that believes in laws. We are an orderly country. We must never allow any mob psychology and the killing of people when there are laws that can deal with these challenges. Thank you very much for that question, Honorable Mkalipi. Thank you, Honorable Deputy Speaker.
The last supplementary question will be asked by the Honourable Douglas.
Thank you, Honourable Deputy President. My question is related to something personal to me.
Yes.
This morning I got a call from my sister. It looks like my nephew's been murdered in the Cape Flats. Murdered, yeah. He was stabbed a few days ago. And we're busy looking for his body. And the reality is that our people are suffering this kind of thing every day. And we're talking about 30 years of doing nothing for our people on the Cape Flats. And the army being sent there, the SANDF being sent there, is a last-ditched effort. But the reality is it's about what are we going to take, how are we going to get our youth off the streets? I'm a member of parliament sitting here, I can't save my own nephew. I can't save my own nephew with everything that's in front of me. I can't save my people. So my question is, when will we talk about the land? When will we talk about the minerals? When will we talk about the things that will take our people out of poverty? Because we're talking about dealing with the symptoms, which is the violence. But we're not dealing with the root cause of the poverty that keeps our people enslaved to gangsterism, drugs. And it's been done to us by this government, and it's been done to us by the people that they are partnering with. So we want to know, when is this going to stop? We don't want debates,
Douglas.
we want answers. And MK is going to stop it if nobody else will.
The Honourable Deputy President.
Thank you, Honourable Deputy Speaker. Honourable Douglas, I'm sure everybody in this House do sympathize with the challenge that you are raising now of a member who has been stabbed. You don't even know where he is. As I said earlier, that we're going to strengthen our interventions. But you're quite right that we should not only focus on addressing violence, but what are we doing as a country to ensure economic development? As you say, using our own minerals to develop this country. In fact, it's almost like you were listening to me this morning when I was speaking at NEPAD. I said exactly that South Africa has got minerals, but in the past we extract, we sell. What we must do is local beneficiation. Make sure that we use our own minerals to be able to produce finished goods and create jobs. Because you are quite right. Sometimes people are attracted to wrong things because they are loitering. But this country can create jobs. We have that ability, and I can't agree more with you that that's what we must do. But we will attend to the challenge you raise also of criminality. We need to nip it in the bud and ensure that this country is safe for all its citizens. I thank you, and thank you, Honourable Deputy Speaker.
That concludes questions to the Deputy President, and I thank the Honourable Deputy President.
Long live the
Honourable
DP.
members, I request members to stand and wait for the presiding officer and the mace to leave the chamber. That concludes the business for the day, and the House is